But without further ado, we have our final guest who we've been talking that has been so hot here in Cheyenne and honestly all season long. Please welcome Leslie Smalygo. Hello, hello. Wow, love your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
It matches your hair.
Shiny is my favorite color.
So we got to talk about first, Leslie, because I believe it was it last year that you decided to dye your hair? Wasn't it kind of a bright red, or was it about this color here?
It was 2 years ago, and it was actually here.
Mm-hmm.
I was having an okay season, and, you know, I really wanted to have a shot to make the NFR, so I went and dyed my hair red, and I said, well, I had to run with my hair on fire. And so now it's just caught on, and I get into these slumps where, you know, I'm not winning as much as I want to, and I decided even before Calgary this year, we got to change the hair. Houston, I changed my hair. We won Houston. Calgary, we retouched up my hair, made it a little brighter. Won Calgary, so yeah. It just works.
That's pretty funny. I feel like a lot of, steer wrestlers and other guys in events, they'll like grow a beard or shave their beard, but you dye your hair, and I love that.
I do. You gotta just mix it up.
Speaking of Houston, we actually have your run from that. I mean, really an incredible $50,000 win. Congratulations. Walk us through it. Were you nervous here at all?
I wasn't. I was pretty sure I was going to get beat. So, I just went and just put it all out there, and Gus had reserves, and I didn't know he had this in him, but, he runs great twice in one day. He loves it. The more you work him, the more he does better, and, I just can't say enough great things about him. He owes me nothing, and I owe him everything.
Oh, he really is an incredible horse, Gus. And we also have, like I mentioned earlier, there are 2 rodeos in the season where you can win about $50,000. Those big money winners, and you won them both.
I did. It was a dream come true. I didn't expect it. Running against the girls that we run against, Haley and Sherry and all them, it's anybody's day, but you look up to them and they're supposed to win. They're expected to win. I'm an underdog. No one really knows me. So I went in there and Gus got it done. And, it's just, he's made so many things realistic to me that I never thought would happen. And I can't thank him enough.
So I remember I remember watching it live. It was such an incredible run. And then you had your interview shortly after, and you mentioned that, I decided to double whip. And yeah. I remember we all kind of looked at each other like, double whip? We had to go back. And you had a bat in each hand, and you whipped him on each side. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, he's a very push-style horse. If you don't push him and you don't whip him, you're not going to get past a barrel, or he's going to try to shoulder in a little bit. So as long as I have a whip in each hand, and I was going to make sure that barrel did not come down because I had to lift it up in 2 other rounds. I was going to make sure it stayed up, so I had a whip on each hand, and everybody thought I was crazy, but my husband is like, why do you have 2 whips? And I was like, it ain't going down.
Have you ever double whipped before?
No. It was just that day. Yeah, I did it yesterday because he was getting a little tired and not firing to the second, and so I was like, well, we need a little extra boost to the second barrel. So, and then I come out and he goes, why did you have 2 whips? And I was like, I wanted to go faster.
I honestly think it might be catching on. I'm not going to be surprised in here in the next couple months. There's going to be lots of people out there double whipping. Because if you do it and you can win Calgary, Houston, possibly Cheyenne, I think the double whip's going to catch on.
Yeah, it's you got to be kind of coordinated to do it. Sometimes I'm not, so I have to rubber band them on my hands. So I take every precaution I can.
You got to do what you got to do.
I do.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. Well, let's talk a little bit about Gus. How long you had him? Where did he come from? What's his backstory?
I got him when he was 3 years old. I got him off the track. I had his full brother before him, and I sold him, and I knew where Gus was, and I was like, I need him. I have to have him. And they're like, well, we're going to race him this year. We have him in futurities. And I was like, well, that's not going to work for me. I go, I need him. You don't understand. So I bought him, and grace of God, I just knew he was something special. I just knew he was the one. He was my dream horse. And, I started him as a 3-year-old. I showed him once. That's how he does it for the rest of his life. And he's just so easy to be around. Tied to the trailer or, hauling down the road or just penned out. You don't even know he's there. And so he's just a pleasure to haul, train, everywhere. Now, when you get in the alley, you got a fire-breathing dragon. Once you get away from the alley, you can put a little kid on him, and he's just like, okay, I'm done, But he conserves his energy, and he's just a warrior.
And you look like a warrior too, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
We have to mention too, it's pretty exciting because it looks in the standings that you're about 4th or 5th, but the Calgary money hasn't hit yet.
Right.
We believe when that hits, you're number 1 in the world. Is that correct?
Yeah, I should be back up to 160,000.
Man.
So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's a lifetime dream that every barrel racer or anybody in any sport has. And you just want to be the best. And, you dream of when you're little, you're meant for something. You have a dream that you're just meant to do something special. And this is my time, and I'm taking full advantage of it. And we're just riding the ride. And if it never happens again, that's fine. But I got to experience this. It'll never get taken away. My memories will never get taken away from me. And we just go on and ride the ride. And a happy Gus and a cooled off Gus is a fast Gus. So my family's behind me, my sponsors behind me, my husband's behind me. I have my stepdaughter, Katsy, at home, and she's taking care of my horses at home. And, everybody's enjoying it. And I just want everybody to be involved in it.
Well, we have definitely been enjoying watching you and Gus chase that gold buckle. Good luck at Cheyenne. Good luck the rest of the year. Everyone, Leslie Smalygo, pay her off. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.